What happens when you roll your TT? Well, the roof will cave in quite far. This was only done at low speed. Now I did this as a test for another channel that I'm on, so you'll have to go over to the link in the description to see the full video on that. Here's a little teaser.
Tom, what are you doing? Whoa, whoa, whoa.
But as you can tell, it's not a nice place to be when the roof does cave in, which is why I've opted for a roll cage. Right, today is labour swap day. What does that mean? That means two mates that are good at different things doing things for the other person. I can't weld for toffee, so Terry is going to be welding bits that are required to fit my half cage. It's not as bolt in, bolt out as it should be. Well, it is, but it bolts in a really awful way, so he's going to make that better.
It's too close to your head as well. That's
yeah, definitely too close to my head. That's a bit close for my liking. And then Terry can do cam belts and can do the stuff that I'm doing,
choosing not to.
but it'll probably take 3 days to do what I'm going to do in a day. So I'm going to do all that for him. So we've got cam belt, downpipe, service bits, rocker gasket, thermostat, all that good stuff. So yeah, it's going to be two mates in a workshop, having fun, blasting the tunes, getting shit done. Isn't that right, Terry?
Yep. Or try not to swear at each other, one or the other.
Why? Because we're not allowed to swear in these videos?
No, you've already saw that 3 times on that video.
Yeah, I'll just bleep the swearing. That's what happens when mates get together. Yeah, so Terry's rock box of a Mark 1. Let's show you what's going on with it. Yeah, get a TT, I said. It'll be clever, I said. Right, so downpipe is rubbing on the prop, which is why that's getting changed.
You seen how much it costs, the exhaust?
Go on.
Not showing who it's from, but...
So that was just getting it fitted and a few bits, wasn't it? Yeah, we can name and shame these guys.
Yeah, front section,
for
mid section.
An absolutely awful job. I mean, that's just... Yeah, okay. We've got major oil leak, which is the rocker gasket.
The job that I really don't want to do, so I'm glad you're doing.
Yeah, I don't really want to do it. We might have to tag team that one.
No, you're on your own on that one, mate. You're the specialist.
Oh, I hate it. Like I say, we've got a new joiner for there as well, because they just pinched the old one there. We're going to test fit some properly sized wheels, because these tyre profile, they're like one-dip biscuits. They're tiny. That's quite a northern saying, isn't it, one-dips?
Yeah. It's got coilovers on.
Oh, yeah, it has. It's got Stance Plus whizzy wazzies. Yeah, anyway, right, let's crack on. So we've gone back a couple of inches.
Yeah, about 2 inches. No, probably more than that, to be fair, because it's down here, isn't it?
Yeah, but we've changed the angle of the top, haven't we? So the top's probably only come back a couple of inches
because it doesn't
squared
actually
off.
sit in the car properly square, does it?
No.
So, well, originally it wouldn't.
No, but now it's sat. Yeah, that's as vertical as you could want.
Yeah, and it gives you more room on your...
Using my protractor fingers, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Gives me more
It'll be closer to the roof than it is at the minute, because I've just got that shim
Yeah.
in just to hold it roughly to be able to cut that square, because the angle.
Yeah, and then so you're going to weld a plate onto here.
Yeah, beef that plate up a bit.
And then using the factory 3-bolt
yeah,
mounting
so
points.
sides as well. Obviously, I'm going to weld that up. Hopefully, I might tighten with a gusset, and then the
Yeah.
rear are going to be lobbed off.
And then put an
And
extra
put a
little
tab in
tab.
coming the other way.
Yeah.
Probably use some captive.
Yeah.
It's in there, boy.
It's going to be decent, mate.
Gonna be decent.
And all I've done is Howdeck service, so I need to catch up.
I've just been walking around mincing.
I just need to catch up.
This is why you're doing it, I reckon. It's because I'll be finished and then you want.
And then you can help.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's how it works, isn't it?
Yeah, that's basically the way it goes. So I've done the Howdeck service.
Oh, and he's done the exhaust as well.
Yeah, exhaust finished. So now I'm about to do the downpipe. So I've got the fun job now, the shouting and swearing. Although, because one of the nuts is missing, I've only got 2 to undo. It means I've only got 2 to put back on as well. So let's hope I've got some spares somewhere. Ooh, I better have. Yeah, that's a good point actually. Back to the studio. So Terry's just going to cut some spreader plates, and he's obviously safety goggles.
Safety first, swimming goggles, ready for the swim.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
Are they like safety rated, or are they just genuine swimming ones?
No, genuine swimming, and then I do the squints as well.
Safety
just,
squints.
yeah.
Yeah. Found the problem, mate. Contains no gasket. So basically, they used a gasket that was never fit for purpose, and that's why it didn't survive. So we'll stick a OEM gasket on and get the downpipe on. Precision engineering. That's awesome.
We missed a bit here, look. We need to put a bit of weld in there, you see.
You look comfy, boyo.
Do.
Yeah.
Hang on, anyway, I'll do the other side. What I was thinking is...
So from that to that.
With one of them.
With one of those. Which, I mean, this is for mounting your seatbelt in, so...
But it's a lot thicker, because you've got to think, that's only like a few mil, but you've got the thickness of that, or like, you've got the strength of all of that from it, so...
It's going to be strong like an ox. So as you can tell from that, things have not gone to plan. I have finally got the downpipe roughly in place. Terry is welding away. He's sorting the base plates. Nice motorsport stitching. Very good. Rear's modified. Tabs in place roughly. So that's the progress there, and so the progress here has been massively hampered, but we are finally in position. And now we just have to hope that this downpipe does actually properly fit and doesn't need modification. But given how today's gone, who knows? Anyone wondering whether gravity tuning downpipes are any good? Engine's not even rotated back to where it needs to be, and we're already having clearance issues. So if I do try and push the engine to where it's supposed to be, I can't. I just can't, because it's hitting. And then, if you're wondering whether a gravity downpipe will mate up to a gravity back box, I mean, it will, but you've got a bit of a gap. So, is it a good idea to labour swap? I'd say no. This is now the end of Tuesday, because the downpipe fitted awful. Other issues that have had to be resolved. Take things apart, find other things wrong, that type of thing. We had to change a hub. That was interesting, because there was a crack. So yeah, mine was ready 2 days ago. Terry's is now ready 2 days later. But it runs, and he's going to be able to enjoy it. So yeah.
Probably is worth it.
Wow.
Sort of, we'll see.
Yeah. Don't know. Have this car chasing that car around the track is going to be quite fun. Anyway, right. Yeah. Is a labour swap a good idea? No. So moving around the car with no seats, a little bit tricky. It is just about doable. But with all the frost, it definitely adds to the complexity of the operation. I think I should put a seat back in today just to make this job a little bit easier. Oh, okay. No more carpet. And we've got all of this Bose wiring loom to get rid of. I don't need audio. That goes all the way back up there. So I'm going to chop that out properly, but that's a job for another day really, because yeah, I've got to remove all the dash really so that I can get to all of the loom. Cut it open, cut out what's not needed, and then yeah, put it all back together and make sure that I don't cut out something that is needed. So a little bit of time and care and attention needed to be paid to that job. I'm kind of stuck on the rear spoiler. I could do with getting hold of some fishing wire, because despite it being undone, factory bonding is definitely keeping it in place. I can't get leverage from anywhere. So get hold of some of that. I think it's time to test fit these seat bases with my seats just on the side mounts and see how that feels. I do want adjustability, but if I can get the seat in a perfect position and I can get in and out, then it would be better to have it fixed. One less thing to move, break, go wrong, less weight, all of those things. So yeah, I'm gonna give that a try. So height-wise, this was my main issue before. The seat couldn't sit any closer than that. So I can gain at least 2 inches lower in where the seat can sit. That's why these are not the best solution. So the position is quite good, and the seat is literally just sat as far back on that base plate as it will go with the bolts the way that they are. So yeah, I mean, arms are at a comfortable bend. You don't want them straight out like this. You don't want to be like this. Comfortable. That's with the wheel as far away as it will go. I believe the seat is square. It keeps shifting on the runners slightly. That feels about right, to be honest. Clearing what it needs to clear in the car. I'm comfy. I like it. Most importantly, I've got clearance around where the roll cage is going to be. The roll cage is going to be all the way back here. So I've got a good hand span between my head and the cage. Whereas in its original position, the cage sat probably an inch away from my head, which I really didn't like. I could headbutt that with a bit of force. I know straps are going to hold me in, but that ain't much movement. But I feel really comfortable like this. Definitely a lot lower down, definitely in a much more natural driving position for me. Lower centre of gravity, obviously a good thing as well. And I've got enough clearance between my fat thighs and the steering wheel to be able to get in and out quite easily. Again, I definitely didn't have that clearance before. So I'm going to do a test mock-up of the side mounts onto those base plates, bolt it all back in, get it nice and firm, take a little drive around the yard and see how it feels. Turns out it's not a good idea to try and fit a spoiler when you're getting agitated. And trying to remove this factory bonding was a nightmare, which meant that once I got about halfway along and thought that I could get it done, I pulled it and then created a massive dent just here. Oh well, doesn't matter. This can be my test fit. And in all seriousness, yeah, I do want to test it in a few positions and see if it sits any nice or any different, things like that. So I'll get hold of a different tailgate and move it over. But yeah, for now, it's on. I don't think it looks too bad. Should be doing something. Yeah, we'll find out, won't we, I suppose. Yeah, so other progress is that the seat is now in place. And I like its position. It's just a little bit of a pain in the ass for getting in and out of. The wheel isn't in the way, it's a small aperture for a big guy. So once the cage is in, then I can fit the harnesses. Then I'm going to be a happy boy. Subscribe.